It is round 15 of the Formula 1 2012 World Drivers' Championship, and I completely apologise there for my delayed intro. But I'm Psycho Enigma, and I'm here in Japan, and it's been a poor weekend. We're 17th on the grid, and there's nothing more I can say than it was abysmal. So what I can say. This is my second time recording this Grand Prix. The first time, it's kind of like what happened with the Hungarian Grand Prix, but what I did is I was smart, and at the end, the recording was really, really bad. You wouldn't have been able to see it. The sound was very delayed, and the picture was disorientated. So I figured I would redo it for quality purposes, because I don't want to upload a bad video. That's the reason why I didn't upload Hungary. If you haven't seen that, there is a video saying why. Yeah, basically, it's not gone well this weekend. Not gone well at all. We struggled in qualifying. We got 17th, which is a place we were more accustomed to with the Toro Rosso. And our competitors for the championship all round, sort of where we are, is we're tied on points with Lewis Hamilton, who got pole. Vettel is the champion leader, who got second. Schumacher, our teammate, is 8th, and Grosjean, our rival, is 6th, and we are down in 17th. So we are going to try some starting on the primes. Let's just take a quick look at the setup here. It's very skittish. The low downforce was purposely to try and get more speed in the final sector, because in the first sector I am struggling badly with just a corner speed. Can't carry the speed. We are quick on the back straight, but I don't think there's going to be much opportunity to pass in this Grand Prix. But let's see. I'm thinking a short first stint on the prime tyre, and a really long one at the end on the option, just to get some bonus speed. It's what I did in the previous recording, and it didn't work out brilliantly. We climbed from 14th to 12th because of the early stop. And that's not the reason I redid the race, because I finished 12th. The reason I redid the race is the quality was terrible. I don't care where I finish. You know, if you saw my Chinese Grand Prix where I got a penalty and struggled to finish 10th, or my Silverstone where I finished 18th, I will take whatever result I get. I just want to upload every race. But we're off the line as usual. Senna's got a better start than I anticipated. In fact, they've all got pretty damn good starts. We need to sneak down the inside and use some of our first lap magic here. Try and escalate ourselves. And Schumacher was the... Oh god, we have spun Felipe Massa and Nico Hülkenberg. And we didn't get a penalty for either one. But we have gone wide, and that has allowed Checo to get through, Checo Perez. And we have lost the car. And this is the point where we settle it down. We put it into standard mix. There is a plan here, and Grosjean's got a fantastic start. Grosjean's up on his spot. That's not good news. But the aim for this Grand Prix is really try and stay as close as we can with the pack ahead. That's my car. And we got De Resta trying to take us. But we got to try and stay as close as we can on the prime, and switch to option early so we can fly past. So we are basically testing race pace of Mercedes here, because that is the topic of this video. Race Mercedes. Anyone watching the 2013 season will know what I mean when I bring that into question. Because for the last two Grand Prix, Nico Rosberg has stuck his Mercedes on pole position. You know, he's a quick driver, and the car is very good in qualifying. Hamilton got second in Catalonia. They locked out the front row. Race in Bahrain allowed Rosberg to fall to 9th, whereas in Catalonia, in Spain, Rosberg fell to 6th and Hamilton out of the points completely. So basically, the race pace of Mercedes does not look very quick. They chew their tyres up incredibly fast, as compared to the likes of the kindest car on the grid to its tyres, which would be the Lotus Renault, driven by Kimi Räikkönen and Romain Grosjean. And we are losing a lot of times Perez. 3 seconds down already, wow. But that is the kindest car on the grid to its tyres, I would say. And that is why they are getting the results they're getting. Even though, say, their early race pace might not be fantastic, and on a Saturday they might get about 5th in qualifying. Raikkonen's won a race and pretty much been on the podium quite a bit. He's second position in a row. And I would say he's the dark horse in the championship. You know, I will go out and say Raikkonen is probably going to be the world champion, or at least second place this year. And he's going to be fighting that with Alonso. My opinion is a controversial one. I say Vettel is not going to win the championship this year. I say he's going to finish third behind the two that I've just mentioned. And Bruno Senna has passed Paul di Resta. That's going on behind us. And I wonder if Schumacher will fare better this time, because in the recording I just did of this race, Schumacher kind of backed the pack up and he dropped to 17th by the end of it. He was absolutely no... Target position in this race is 8th, and that is currently held by Jenson Button. And we are targeted... Well, we want to beat Grosjean. We obviously want to beat our rival. Grosjean's up in 5th at the moment. As it stands, we are not looking likely to beat Mr. Grosjean. As it stands, we're not likely to finish the first sector, if I'm totally honest with you. We are ragged. I have to push the car. And Senna's looking a bit racy. I think, yeah. I just want to get this round over with. I don't like Suzuka. It produces great championship races. Like 2000, where Schumacher won the title. And 2003, where Raikkonen had to win. Schumacher had to score a point. Schumacher scored that point in 8th place. Back on the old scoring system, and Raikkonen got 2nd because Barrichello was unbeatable that weekend. But this is one of those topsy-turvy Grand Prix, or one of these topsy-turvy tracks. I personally think that they should have given the Fuji Speedway, more of a chance, albeit when the Japanese Grand Prix is scheduled, which is late in the year. It pretty much is monsoon conditions in Fuji. No idea why. I am not a geologist or a geographist or anything starting with G, really.
Stopping this lap.
But we're going to go in this lap and we are going to bolt some options on, and we are going to look to push back up to the back of the field there, because they'll of course be on primes, and the primes are the hard tyre here, whereas the options are the soft yellow striped compound. So we can look to gain a nice chunk of time from them. We've saved a good chunk of fuel. We will look to push it to the end and hopefully gain a point or two. That, if we can get 8th, I will be thrilled. That'll be 9 places up from our grid slot, and it's points. I don't care if Grosjean gets more points than us. I would just like points. Excuse me. My aim of winning the championship... Whoa, Mr. Backend, whoa. My aim of winning the championship is slowly fading away. God, I hate this track. It's probably one of my least favourite tracks to drive on. I bet you we're actually going to come out behind di Resta when all the pit stops happen. I can see that happening, because we've got 10 seconds to make up on Perez. I don't see that happening unless we pull something magical out of our ass, which I doubt. But let's go in. Let's just fly straight into the pit lane. And I was losing, like, I'm glad the car is fueled heavy here, because in quali on the low fuel, we were losing so much time on that bump. That is the time, 3.5 seconds. And we're down in 22nd. There is only a Kovalainen and probably a Kartikayan behind us.
The track is clear.
Hopefully, penalty for what?
You have no more.
For what reason did I just get a penalty? Did I cross the pit exit line? Oh, I want to see this. Do you know what? I'm going to use a flashback for that, because I don't think I crossed it. I don't want to accept that penalty. I'm fairly confident we didn't cross it. And something's happened here. In fact, Kovalainen is the only guy left in the race. So I'm not too sure what happened with Pick as well, because Pick appears to be a lot closer to me than I expected, so don't really want to lose any time behind him, because we have got a fresh set of options bolted on the car, and we are going to be trying to go as fast as physically possible, and with a Charles Pick in the way, I don't think that'll happen. And for some reason, my throat's becoming apocalyptically dry because I just did a commentary, and of course I haven't had a drink. I've literally saw the quality of the video, thought, no, I'm not uploading that, and I'm doing this again. That could be the reason as to why my throat feels very dry. But anyway, we're coming along the back straight now. We are behind Pedro de la Rosa, who I'm hoping will either peel off, or if he carries on, I'm sure we might get a bit of DRS. I'm not too sure what De La Rosa is going to do here. He's going to peel off into the pits, is what he's going to do. But we did at least get DRS.
Our data's showing that the car.
And look, here we go, here we go. Here are cars coming out the pits. And what did I say?
Slightly slower than normal.
Maldonado and De Resta. Don't know what went on with my sound, but De Resta has got through on us. That is something we cannot allow. We've got to use momentum. So look, it's the acceleration in the first sector is what is costing me the time. And it's bad.
The car ahead is running on the prime tyre. We have an advantage.
You're damn right we've got an advantage, and I need to use it. The first sector kills me, but we are quick everywhere else. And we will get back past Paul de Resta, even if it kills me, and we're through.
Careful, we need clean overtake, so we'll face a penalty.
What was not clean about that overtake? Coming out of Spoon now. And Carter Cane's ahead of us. That is how bad things have got, ladies and gentlemen, for Psycho Enigma. Carter Cane is ahead of us. See, the car turns in fantastically. I just have absolutely no faith in it, or grip, or trust in the acceleration. Excuse me. And we are back up into 11th position.
Prime tyres.
So what's happened there, through that phase of pit stops, is we've gained completely nothing. Oh, spiffing is all that has to be said on the matter. So, I think this is the point of the race where we knuckle down, try and set some quick laps, and see what happens. You know, anything could happen. We could get lucky with like a blow-up or something. I doubt it, but it's happened before. That's how we got a point in Canada. And Verney's going to cause a bit of a train behind me, which I could grow to appreciate. Because if Vern causes a train, then I have breathing space. And breathing space is a good thing, because I'm mistake prone. Not massive mistakes, but little ones. Little consistent mistakes. And they bug me. Sorry if I go quiet at points. I'm just looking to the right, checking my laptop screen to see the recording is running smoothly. We just about got the car into the chicane. A bit of lag there. That was my console rather than the recording. Ooh, we appear to be matching Raikkonen's sector times. And look, not even troubling the apex, and DeResta has got past Vern. Probably very DRS assisted. See, look, the car just runs out too wide, and therefore it's just... I've set the car up badly. I'm not going to say it's the track, I'm not going to say it's the car. It is me, 100%. It's my driving style with the setup I've given it. He's not pretty. He's not going to create an intro, or he's not going to create a good lap time. 1:39.0 is the quickest we've done. I would love to break that barrier and do a 1:38 if plausible. I don't know, I'm going to have to pull it out my arse somehow. And we'll drop the curves, we'll try and use cutting 130R beautifully. I forget that I've set it to generate turning quite a lot, so things like that will happen. I'll misjudge the apex quite badly, and we're losing a lot of time to Raikkonen here, and Grosjean is up in third. I was so shocked by that. I have not troubled the first or second apex. That's poor. This... I know disliking the track is not a good enough reason to not try, but believe me, I'm pushing as hard as I physically feel I can go. 11.4 seconds Raikkonen is ahead. That's a big gap. I'm very hopeful now. If a blow up or something occurs, that is my only chance of getting a point. I mean, we're up 6 places. They can see that as a good thing, right? That's probably the only good thing they'll take from this weekend, is that I gained places on a track that is not massively easy to overtake on. I mean, with DRS into the first corner, yeah, but other than that, you can only really say the chicane. We have seen very ballsy overtakes into 130R before, cough Fernando Alonso. Taking out the bollards. Not a big fan of bollards. They don't allow me to cut corners. We appear to be pegging DeResta though. That's one thing we can take from this. We're as fast as a Mercedes-powered Force India. I'd like to be as fast as a Mercedes-powered McLaren. Well, a 2012 Mercedes-powered McLaren, not the 2013 one. That's not what I want at all. Get on the power, hope the car sticks, feel it grip. Car very, very sluggish up the hill. And we're starting to get it wrong, because I'm once again looking at my laptop to see the recording's okay.
Make a mistake.
The rest is starting... Oh, we took 2 bites of the cherry very late. It's bad because this is going to look like in this race I just don't care. It's not that I don't care, I just want the race out of the way. I wouldn't mind a better result, granted, but I know I'm not going to get one. I've set the car up very badly. I need to make better use of my practice sessions.
We think the car behind is running on.
I can tell DeResta is trying to close the gap. He feels the 11th place to Paul DeResta. We are losing time to Raikkonen, hand over fist, over steering wheel, over cockpit. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Michael's beating your lap times.
That's great. That's not really motivational, is it? He is a second a lap faster. Blah 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 blah. If anyone has any tips on how to take the first sector of Japan, or like a setup, please let me know, because I am not good on this track.
The rest is just behind you.
Yeah, I can tell the rest is just behind me. He's been hassling me now for a few laps, so I need to focus on defending the position, not losing the back end of the car. I am being chased down, and chased down dramatically. There will be 2 laps to go at the end of this one. Can the young Scotsman pass Enigma, the man who many feel was fortunate to get the drive of Mercedes? He showed potential in Toro Rosso. He got podiums for Toro Rosso, but many feel that they put him in a higher-end team too soon in his career, and that he was a mere flash in the pan. He looked to in Belgium. He could have got pole and had to ditch it, and he was 2/10 up on Mark Webber's time, but he's lost it. He has absolutely lost it, and everyone has gone streaming past. I was too busy hyping up my own character to pay attention to the apexes. All in all, a poor drive. The tyres are wearing out. I'm not going to blame the tyres. I could, and a lot of F1 drivers would.
Maldonado's next. Line him up for a
Do you know what? I will line Maldonado up for a pass. There was a reason I did that. I want to create some last minute excitement in this Grand Prix. I have full confidence to be able to pass Pastor Maldonado.
We advise mix 2.
You advise mix 2 all you want. I am confident I can get to the end. That's probably the best I've taken spoon curve all weekend. Lewis Hamilton with the new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Let's keep Maldonado within breathing distance, because we are going to be much better on the brakes into the chicane. And it's going to be a DRS fest down the main straight. Maldonado is going to be lining up the Toro Rosso. I am going to be lining up the pair of them. And of course, I've completely blown any opportunity by taking the very first corner badly. I mean, I can hope to get a little bit closer, but Maldonado has built a 1.6 second lead over me. And we have Felipe Massa all over their gearbox. All of a sudden I've slipped into a commentary voice, and I've run wide. The Arrestor appears to be slowing right down. Hamilton takes the checkered flag. He has been unbeatable this weekend. He has been fastest in every session. He gains 25 points on us. He gets our fastest lap of the race on the final lap. And we are going to attempt to bring home the Mercedes in 14th. A very, very long way behind. We go deep into the final chicane. Thankfully we get it in. And Massa will not quite pass us. But that was the definition of a poor Grand Prix. Grosjean getting 15 points on us. That was bad, is what that was. That was very poor. I'm not going to deny that at all. We've gained nothing we gained 3 places. But overall, points-wise, we got nothing. Hamilton wins. Webber second. Romain Grosjean come home in third. And our teammate Michael Schumacher brought the car home 9th to score 2 points for Mercedes-Benz. We have dropped to 7th in the championship. Grosjean has gone 2 points ahead of us. So our assault on the main guys has got to wait. It has been put on hold. I do still aim to finish 4th in the Drivers' Championship. My objective of 1st might seem a bit far-fetched. But when you look at it, with 50 points behind Alonso, we could make those up. So we could get 3rd. I'd be very happy if I could beat the McLarens, though. What does it do for the Constructors' title? Well, we're 6th still. We're 20 points behind Sauber. And mainly those go to Perez, who's having a fantastic season. Rosberg scored 22 for Mercedes-Benz. And Michael Schumacher has gained 68 points for us. I have gained 115 in the championship. They are split between the 60 points I got for Toro Rosso. Or was it 61? I'm not 100% sure. And the few that I have got for Mercedes, including that win in Monza. But I would like to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. The really, really bad racing. Sorry. And I will see you in a week's time in India. No. Korea, then India.